What's up, everybody? WB Monday Night Raw, January 28th, 2013. Yes, 2013. Review show. We get a video package of what happened last night at the Royal Rumble with The Rock winning the WWE Championship. We have the John Cena video package that made him win the Royal Rumble match and gets to pick the WWE Championship or the World Championship at WrestleMania. Vicky Guerrero is backstage with a Raw Roulette setup. She announces the first match and then picks a stipulation. That in a minute. CM Punk comes out there in anger, kicking everywhere, screaming. Says he's still WWE Champion. The Rock, he didn't beat him last night. Punk says The Rock is the cheater. And when he was champion, he was a real champion. Punk says Mr. McMahon screwed him last night. Vince McMahon comes out there and says it's videotape with Paul Heyman and the Shield. Then says he and Heyman will have a little chat about his job security later in the night. That'll actually be the final segment of Monday Night Raw. Decent opener, and not too much there. That Raw Roulette match that I was talking about earlier with Vicky Guerrero, it is a special guest referee match with The Miz being the referee. Randy Orton defeats Antonio Cesaro with the RKO. An actual long match. They had two commercial breaks in this one. Not a bad match for Raw. We have another spin the wheel match, or stipulation at least. Ryback and the Primetime Players, they're going to have a Make Me Laugh challenge. Primetime Players, actually Titus O'Neil, does a stupid joke that makes no sense, of course, and Ryback basically made a joke about destroying them, and that's what he did, and laid everyone out, including Matt Striker. Wade Barrett gets to choose his opponent, and guess what? He picks Bo Dallas. Actually, Bo Dallas beats Wade Barrett with a quick belly-to-belly suplex for the win. And here's the problem with this. Bo Dallas debuted last night on Royal Rumble. He's a NXT winner. They got him in the spot, and looks like he's on the main roster. I like that they're bringing up NXT guys, but I'm not really a fan of Bo Dallas. They haven't really gave him an identity yet. I don't like his look. He's a small guy, which I have no problem with. I just don't like his look. From the long hair to the one glove to the trunks. Just doesn't fit a WWE guy. It looks like an indie guy coming in there and getting the push. What sets WWE apart from other wrestling organizations is when you see their matches, they look like a superstar. They look like they're a little bit above the wrestling world. This guy just looks like he just got out of Armory at an independent wrestling tournament, pretty much. So we'll see where that goes, and it looks like they're going to be behind Bo Dallas. I don't like that he went over on Wade Barrett, but since he eliminated Wade Barrett last night, kind of falls over. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. John Cena defeated him. I like that John Cena went over. He needs that momentum to, be pushed to the moon. And Cody Rhodes, I don't know where Team Hell No goes. They kind of split them up tonight. Damian Sandoz in a tables match with Sheamus later on in the match, or in the night. Excuse me. With both guys losing. So where does Team Rhodes Scholars go? I don't know. Maybe it's just a 1 week thing. Maybe it's just a 1 night thing. Maybe SmackDown they get pushed again as a tag team. I do think they need to change up the tag team division a little bit with who challenges Team Hell No for the tag team championships. I don't know that much. So we have a dance off with Brodus Clay and Tenzai, and at first it was a lingerie pillow fight. Tenzai had a let's just say a nightgown on. And he didn't get the memo of the switch. Stupid shit. A body slam challenge to Big Show and Alberto Del Rio. Basically, Big Show knocked out Alberto Del Rio, duct taping with the ropes, and beat down Ricardo Rodriguez. Any questions? Lumberjill match. Caitlyn and Tamina Snuka basically went to no contest. They just got into a huge brawl. Rock comes out there and says it's finally that he is WWE Champion once again. He thinks the fans. Makes fun of Pain, but then Punk comes out there and says that he made the title special, but since The Rock won it, it's meaningless. Punk said that he made it prestigious, and The Rock should just walk up the aisle and thank him for being the great champion CM Punk is. Sorry about last night, and here is your championship. Rock says, you know what? Come take it from me. Punk walks halfway down there. He gets called a punk-ass bitch, which was pretty good. Punk shot right back with saying, oh, you're so tough with cuss words, which is pretty funny. And that's basically what The Rock does. And basically says, you know what, I'll be in Alabama here, and I'll be in Tennessee here. Oh, those are house shows. Those are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, which you're not going to be there. So, how about in just 3 weeks so we know you're going to be there at Elimination Chamber match, Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? We'll have you there. Rock says he'll be there, and he's going to give him an ass whooping. So, it was going to be interesting to see if they would do an Elimination Chamber match, include the WWE Championship, or just a WWE title match, in which they went with a title match. A side note, they did kind of tease something going on SmackDown. It read Booker T has an announcement for the World Championship with Alberto Del Rio. Now, this means two things. One, they're going to announce a way or an opponent to Alberto Del Rio's World Championship at WrestleMania. So they're either going to have a tournament, beat the clock, which I highly doubt because they did it last week. Somehow, somewhere, he's just going to name an opponent for Alberto Del Rio. Or they could just strip it and have one title, which everyone wants to have, but I don't think they're going to have it. I think, having just the WWE Championship and just going away with the World Championship. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd be very surprised if it did. We'll see. We have a tables match with Sheamus. He defeats Damian Sandow. Not bad here. Still, like I said earlier, don't know where they're going with Team Road Scholars. Zack Ryder and Great Khali have a singing contest. 3MB comes out there and Ryder and Khali lays them out. Chris Jericho comes out there, does a couple catchphrases. He says, I've been gone for 6 months, but I miss it. I miss the atmosphere. And that he thanked the fans for the shock that he gave everyone. Dolph Ziggler comes out there and says, didn't I end your career about 6 months ago? And AJ said, yeah, I signed the contract to the match. And they went and relived it. And Vicky Guerrero, which is now their ball GM, comes on the big screen and says, when I re-signed Chris Jericho to a contract, and here's your match. So it sets up a tag team not a tag team championship, but a tag team match. Team Hell No versus Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. And Chris Jericho ends up leaving Ziggler, and he just gets pounded, and Team Hell No wins. The newest member of the WWE Hall of Fame is Trish Stratus, so congratulations to her. And in the final segment, which was a pretty good segment, Vince McMahon is in a ring. He wants Paul Heyman to come down there and he asks if he's working with the Shield or not. Heyman says, of course not, I would never. I'm not a liar, blah, 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 blah. They have a video that pretty much has the Shield and Brad Maddox in it, and Heyman admitting it, and Heyman says, you know what, that was an impersonator, that's not me, blah, blah, blah. Vince McMahon goes, well, you know what, you know what I gotta do. You're boom, and then Brock Lesnar's music hits, comes down there. Heyman does an awesome job selling the fact that, don't do this, Lesnar. Don't, please, Brock, please, just don't, just leave. Come on, let's leave. And Lesnar just told him, shut up, hit the F5 on the chairman to end Monday Night Raw. A lot of filler. The gimmick of the roulette. It's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're horrible. Tonight it was a horrible one. Was Raw horrible? No. And a lot of people are going to say that. You had a lot of filler, and that's what dragged on. But if you had the Punk promo at the beginning, you had the Rock Punk segment, which was gold. You had Chris Jericho doing his little thing. And then you had the ending with Brock Lesnar returning. So you can't have all bad, but you can't all have good. I'd say it's a decent Raw. So 6 out of 10. What do y'all think? Please let me know in the comments area below. Leave it there. Next Generation Wrestling Site would come. Pro Wrestling Unleashed. We would come, and of course 2xzone.com. Go check them out. We have coverage, the results, news, rumors, and spoilers, and what what's the plans for Brock Lesnar? All there. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time, y'all. WWE Monday Night Raw, January 28th, 2013.